Today I want to share with you guys something that for me opens up an entire new paradigm of customized software development. This video today is going to be more casual. It's not going to be purely educational. You can consider it to be a bit of an inspirational yapping session, but I want to share this use case that I recently found for agents in combination with open source. So I'm going to give you more details after the intro. If you like this video and if you get value out of it, let me know by hitting the like button and subscribing. And now let us get right into it. All right, so what exactly are we going to talk about today? I want to just show you what I recently did with coding agents in combination with open source. So this is going to be more of an inspiration or showing you what you can do when you have no clue about the language you're using, what you can do with open source software if you want to customize it for your own needs. So what you see right here is a forked repository from Shotcut or from MLT Framework Shotcut. So this is a video editor, an open source platform independent or cross-platform video editor. And I here now have my own customized version of that. As you can see, this is written in C++. And although I do know some of the C++ basics, I have no clue when it comes to modern C++. I'm not able to develop my own features in this software. This would not be possible. However, here I have my customized version. So let me show you something. If I run Shotcut on my system, normal installation, as you can see, I can open up a video. Let me just find one. I'm going to go for one of my SciPy clips here from the tutorial. I can drag and drop this video clip into Shotcut. I can drag it to the timeline and edit it. This is just a normal tool. Now, I have some features that I want to have in this tool that are not present in the default tool, and I can also not easily just add a keyboard shortcut or something for them. So basically what I would have to do is I would have to open an issue and hope that other people also want this feature so that they can actually develop it. Now, what you can do here in the timeline by default is you can use the arrow keys to go right and left, frame by frame, but you cannot make larger jumps by default, and definitely you cannot jump to the next audio segment that is relevant. Because in my clips, what I oftentimes have is pauses. I will say something, maybe I make a mistake, maybe I forget something, maybe I have to look up something, and I will have a gap in sound. For example, here you can see I have a gap in sound where I don't really say anything for some time, and then I say something again, and maybe I make another mistake. And I do have these gaps here in my videos. And what I would like to have here when I control this tool with my keyboard is I would like to jump to the next or previous audio segment, to the next silence or to the next non-silence, so to say. These are features that are not easy to just configure. You know, there's not a settings menu here where I can just say I want to have a keyboard shortcut for that. So if I want to have those features, they have to be coded into the tool. Now, if I try to do this now with Shift Right, you can see that I have a keyboard shortcut for jumping half a second into the future and half a second back. And also, if I go Control Shift Right, I can jump to the next audio segment or to the next gap, to the next silence gap, and I can do that back and forth. This is a feature that I coded into Shotcut, and I have this on my own Shotcut version here now on my system. Now, of course, I did not do that myself. This is what I want to show you. You can do that with AI coding agents. And this is not about how you can do that, because the only thing you have to do is you have to go to your directory. In my case, I did this session on my desktop. So I just went to my desktop and I had a Claude code session here where I basically didn't do anything else than just describing what I want to do. So everything I did in this conversation here is just telling it, look, I cloned my own repository, I forked Shotcut, I cloned the repository with my customized version onto my system. Here it is. Please familiarize yourself with the code base. By the way, here you can also see my enthusiasm. I love you, awesome, because I was so happy that it worked. But basically, I just told it, hey, look, here's the code, familiarize yourself with it, and how difficult would it be to make this simple feature of jumping half a second back and forth? It took some time for it to read the code base. It implemented this feature, and then I said, okay, let's try something else. I want the feature to be actually jumping to the next meaningful sound segment after silence. And of course, you do need to think a little bit like a programmer. You should be a programmer if you want to do this successfully, but you don't need to know C++ specifically. I need to formulate the problem in a way that a computer can understand it, so in a way that an AI can understand it, by, for example, defining what is a meaningful silence, what is a meaningful sound, and so on. I need to say, okay, if there's a silence that is longer than 2 seconds, then that is an actual gap. This is not just a pause while I'm speaking. And by doing that, I was able to implement these 2 new features. In addition to that, I also asked it later, how do I actually make this into a package? So now what do I need to do with a package build? It basically built this entire package for me so that I just have a ZST file, because this is something I'm also not really familiar with, how to build my own Arch packages. I'm on Arch Linux here, and I don't really know how to build my own packages from my source code. So I asked it how to do that, and I also asked it how to commit it to the AUR. Right now, the AUR is forbidden or new signups are temporarily not possible, I think because there was some hacking attack or something. But theoretically, I have the full process here for building this package and putting it on the AUR so that I can just easily go yay and install this new version of Shotcut. So what I have to do now is every time Shotcut releases an update, I would have to rebase. So I would have to do a git rebase and actually get the newest version here, hope that there are no conflicts, then build again with my package build and then install the new version. But that's basically it. And also I can do all of this with Claude Code. I don't have to do it myself. Obviously I can also do that with Codex or OMyPy in some open source model or open model. But this is just the thing I wanted to share with you. You can literally just go to an open source software that you're using. And especially if you're on Linux, probably there's a lot of software that's open source. I'm using OBS, I'm using Shotcut, I'm using probably KeePass is also open source, SpeedCrunch probably, MyPaint should be open source. MyPaint is probably also a good use case because oftentimes I would like to have features in MyPaint that the developers deliberately don't want to have in MyPaint. For example, cutting something or copying something and pasting it. This is not a feature in MyPaint. But theoretically, I could go into the code base and develop this feature myself. So this is something that on the one hand is very interesting as a use case for you. If you want to build your own custom versions of software, I would recommend that you try this out. But also this is a reason to really push open source software, because now open source is not just free. It's not just free as in privacy, free as in freedom, free as in cost. It's also customizable. It's also something where you can continuously build and maintain your own version of it easily by just investing into a simple Claude Code or Codex subscription. And that's basically all I wanted to share with you guys today. So that's it for this video today. I hope you enjoyed it and hope you learned something. If so, let me know by hitting a like button and leaving a comment in the comment section down below. Also, in case you're interested, on my website, you'll find a services tab and a tutoring tab. There you can contact me if you need help with a project, if you need a freelancer, a consultant. You will find my email and my LinkedIn at the bottom of both pages. Besides that, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell to not miss a single future video for free. Other than that, thank you much for watching, see you in the next video, and